Funerals are being held today, in fact, for those journalists killed in Gaza. And our senior correspondent, Susan Ormiston, is covering that as she joins us live from Jerusalem. So considerable fallout from this Israeli strike. Susan, what are the details today?
Yes, we're seeing those funerals this morning in Gaza for 5 staff members of Al Jazeera and 2 others who were killed in that airstrike on Sunday night. The news of that airstrike spread extremely quickly last night. We were watching it, that one of the most prominent Al Jazeera journalists inside Gaza, al-Sharif, had been killed. He was in a tent, a media tent, just outside the entrance of Al-Shifa Hospital in Gaza City when the strike occurred. The Israeli Defense Forces have confirmed that strike killed the journalist. They claim that al-Sharif was a head of a terrorist cell, a Hamas connection, that he was working to advance rockets that would kill Israelis, and that he was posing as a journalist. Al Jazeera has been discounting those claims for many months, and they did so again last night, condemning the strike on their staff. The managing editor said this morning that the journalists were killed resting in between their shifts. They just finished a live and they were taking a rest when the attack happened, that it wasn't in a military zone or in any combat area, that it was indeed in the media tent. Journalists and human rights organizations are condemning the attack. The Committee to Protect Journalists had said 2 weeks ago that al-Sharif was gravely in danger because of the IDF allegations against him. There was a posthumous post from him on X that a friend put up saying, if you're reading this message, it means that Israel has silenced my voice. Over 175 journalists have been killed inside Gaza since this conflict began on October 7th, at least 175, according to the Committee to Protect Journalists.
Another development on the diplomatic front, Susan. Australia has become the latest country to say it will recognize a state of Palestine next month at the UN General Assembly. Canada already made that declaration, France and the UK as well. But tell us about Australia joining that group.
Well, Sunday we saw a long emergency UN Security Council meeting in New York where dozens of countries condemned the latest military plan for Gaza that was approved by the Israeli cabinet on Friday. And just on the heels of that, the Prime Minister of Australia this morning said that his country as well was going to declare a state of Palestine in September at the UN General Assembly in New York. Here's what the Prime Minister had to say.
I've said it publicly and I said it directly to Prime Minister Netanyahu. The situation in Gaza has gone beyond the world's worst fears. Far too many innocent lives have been lost. The Israeli government continues to defy international law and deny sufficient aid, food and water to desperate people, including children.
Israel has objected strenuously to each of the countries, including Canada, which has declared its intentions to make a declaration at the UN General Assembly saying that they were giving comfort to Hamas and strengthening Hamas's position when it should be standing with its allies, not the enemy. And one more thing this morning, Heather, we are watching any potential signs of some kind of resurrection of peace negotiations or ceasefire talks. Qatari media is saying that there is a delegation from Hamas going to Egypt today to try to resuscitate some kind of ceasefire talks involving Hamas and Israel. But we're at very early stages, and so far those talks have gone nowhere.
Would be of interest for sure, Susan. So we will speak further if you get any additional detail on that as well. And thank you very much for this morning. International correspondent Susan Ormiston live in Jerusalem this morning.